Paso Robles, California, where French elegance meets the Wild West, a magical place that rose up from humble beginnings to becoming California's most beloved wine region.
The underdogs, in a way.
In this episode, we'll sip wine in a castle, enjoy mind-blowing cocktails, sleep in a shipping crate, and learn how these somehow unpretentious and incredibly cool people made this place truly one of a kind.
Wine is not meant to be snobby.
Hi, my name's Ted Plemons, and I'm a redneck from Paso Robles.
Welcome to Paso Robles. It is an absolute gem here on the Central Coast. If you don't know me, my name is Ellie. I'm an actress. I'm also a travel host for you to show you some of the biggest gems in the world. And Paso Robles is a serious hidden gem. If you're looking for a place that has great picturesque vineyards, incredible people and hospitality, this place is for you. So let's go.
If you're looking for an experience that truly sets itself apart in town, start off at Tooth Nail, where you can drink wine in a castle.
So this is Tooth Nail Winery. As you can see, it's a dramatic castle-like structure. Feels very medieval right in the middle of Paso Robles. So if you're looking for a unique, magical experience, which is our vibe, definitely come to Tooth Nail. So let's check it out. The coolest part about this winery is it's a real castle. Well, it looks like it because there's an actual moat.
The thing I loved most about this winery was its uniqueness. It's a perfect blend of medieval charm and innovation. The name Tooth and Nail represents the grit, determination, and relentless effort they fought for to make this place special.
The most unique thing about Tooth and Nail is they have events. They have a big Halloween party. They have twilight tastings, which is like 6 to 8 p.m., which we're always thinking, which I'm sure you're thinking, why don't they do wine tastings later, especially during nighttime? They all close early. So that's a really unique thing about this winery in particular.
Leaving the enchantment of Tooth and Nail, we head into the heart of downtown Paso, where the town's true spirit comes to life.
So this is downtown Paso Robles. Paso Robles. As you can see, it's the charming downtown, actually established in 1889. It was a small settlement. It's obviously evolved into lots of charming shops and restaurants. It's super vibrant and it's relatively small around here too.
At the core of downtown is the Alchemists Garden, a bar and restaurant manifested by dreamers to inspire creativity, where their famous cocktails come to life right before your eyes.
I absolutely love the metaphysical vibe about this place. If you want to break from wine and want a beautiful cocktail, this is such a great place to be. They really have passionate mixologists here, and you get a tarot card with each seasonal astrological cocktail. I have a newfound respect for Leos because they would make this extravagant of a drink.
This is the pork chop and the sea bass, two of their top items. Something about Paso Robles that nobody tells you is, yes, the wine, but it's a huge foodie town. People come here because the food is just spectacular.
Quinn, one of the owners, was talking to us about how the emphasis on hospitality is really big here in Paso Robles. Service and kind people makes a big deciding factor on where you're going on vacation.
Come here.
At first, you might be overwhelmed by the amount of options there are in town.
There's actually over 200 wineries in Paso Robles, so it's deceivingly large.
So if you're after the quintessential historic experience, there's no better place than Tablas Creek.
We're one of the first wineries in Paso Robles. We're founded by a French family, the Perrins, who own Chateau de Beaucastel in Châteauneuf-du-Pape in the south of France, and Robert Haas, a renowned U.S. importer. They got together in the mid-'80s and started looking for somewhere in California to create a Rhone project. They ended up settling here in Paso Robles, and in 2020 we became the first regenerative organic certified vineyard in the world.
Paso is known for its Rhone varietals like Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre, but for the layman, what does that even mean?
And so when we say Rhone varieties, we're talking about those grape varieties that are native to that region. Better known one is Cabernet Sauvignon, and that's native to the Bordeaux region. So we're looking at what it would be considered a lesser known region in France, although it's gained a lot of popularity in the last 10, 20 years. When you think about our history and what we've done, it was a lot of focus on Rhone varieties and helping build this category, and it's got its own legs now. There's a lot of Rhone, hundreds of Rhone producers in America and in California. It's all current times, and making sure the right messaging is out about it, and that we're being the most responsible stewards of our land.
Their unique clones of grapes evoke the essence of the French countryside, bringing a touch of old-world charm to Paso.
So we're just leaving Daou Winery. It's one of the most recommended and quintessential experiences here in Paso Robles, and for good reason. It reminds me of Pienza, which is in Tuscany in the Val d'Orcia region. It really is spectacular. Things to note: perched up on a mountaintop, so it's a drive. very corporate, and so I prefer kind of maybe a more family environment. That said, it is a quintessential experience here, and you should add it to your list to take in the views.
Another place to add to your list is Justin Winery, a staple you'll love.
So this is Justin Winery, and I'm sure you've seen Justin wine at the grocery stores. Really great wine. 1981, Justin Baldwin created the winery. They're known for their Bordeaux style blends. Their flagship one is called the Isosceles. This is actually their Cabernet.
So Justin is Forbes rated, and it also has a Michelin star restaurant, so that's a plus if you're looking to come here to have food with your wine.
Their well-crafted wines and beautiful patio make this place a standout you're not going to want to miss.
A few fun facts that you need to know about Paso Robles. Number one, the price tags are hefty. It comes at about $50 a wine tastings, but even at Justin, we just got a wine glass, one of the best glasses of red wine I've ever had, but it comes with a hefty price tag. The other fun fact that you need to know is we're in a hurry now because things close early. They close around 4 o'clock, or their final seating is around 4 o'clock. So you got to get started drinking wine early, which, hey, listen, who wants to drink wine early in the day? But it's part of the culture here of Paso Robles.
To experience the best Paso has to offer, you must stay at the Geneseo Inn, a luxury boutique hotel made from industrial shipping crates on a 145-acre vineyard.
So this is the Geneseo Inn at CASS Winery. There's only 8 rooms here. It's very special to be able to stay here, and you can stay here. We're in the Bohemian Rhapsody room. If you can tell, all 8 of these are out of converted shipping crates. So it's a very unique architecture style.
I mean, one of the coolest parts of this property is not only are you staying on inside storage crates, but here, come. Down below, you park your car right underneath your storage crate. The car's parked underneath, so it doesn't obstruct the view, so you don't have to see a parking lot. So you can just see these sweeping, beautiful vineyards, and even cows. The Bohemian Rhapsody room.
It's hard to grasp just how cool it is to step into your own personal shipping container, our set to the tune of Bohemian Rhapsody. The architectural design is striking with impeccable detail in each uniquely themed room. You can breathe in the vineyard views while enjoying an estate breakfast prepared by the executive chef in the mornings. Plus, they're dog-friendly, making it a perfect getaway for your furry friends. And now, here's a quick word on another travel companion we think you might love.
I wanted to tell you about some suitcases. These are called the Solgaard. This is the check-in closet. But the coolest thing about these, they come with these inserts that you can hang up. You pack it. It's supposed to pack 7 to 10 days. And I'll show you when we get to the hotel what it looks like. And so this comes out and you just hang it. Ta-da!
Even if you don't have time to stay at the Geneseo, make sure to stop by on property at CASS Winery for lunch and an amazing tasting. And if you're lucky, you might even meet this legend, Ted. Not only did he build this place, but to us, he embodies Paso, full of plenty of character.
You know, I'm not a tight ass either.
That's what I like, Big Teddy. He's like a big teddy bear, is what he
They
is.
call me 4-ounce Plemons,
Yeah.
baby.
It's not tasting, it's drinking, right?
Yeah, there you go, to Ted. Don't worry, I didn't pour wine on you.
I don't give a shit. I've had a lot worse poured on me. Well, you guys are fun. I got to share a story with you. There's a place called Jefferson City out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's city. And they had a wine club, so they put 40 cases of my wine was bought for a wine club. So I did a presentation to them, all 150 out there. So I stood up on the stage. I go, hi, my name's Ted Plemons, and I'm a redneck from Paso Robles. Place went berserk. Of course, an hour and a half later, we sold 70 cases more.
God, you're so
How bitchin'. We're a middle winery in terms of size, but we're very boutique. We make about 15, 16,000 cases, but we act like we make 4. We do the work.
Ted is the perfect example that you don't have to take things so seriously in life to still produce exceptional work.
There's always been a saying on the vintage Ted. This year it says so much for not drinking today. 16 said live life like it's short, because 17 said Ted makes me happy, because I'm going somewhere. 18 said bad Ted, because 19 said taste me baby. And you know what 21 says? After 2 glasses, who gives a Oh, wait till you get a little Ted in you, for God's sake.
so good.
If you're looking for adventure while you're here at CASS, they offer many different fun activities like horseback riding, axe throwing, and even archery.
So today we're going to be doing a little bit of archery. Let me show you guys the ropes.
And after a glass or two, hitting the bullseye is optional.
There we are.
Now, I want to get into specifics about just what sets Paso apart. Napa might be more well known, but this is an underdog story that's been growing in popularity. But here's an expert for more on that.
My name's Sterling. I'm the winemaker here at CASS Winery, and you're in our lovely library, and we're going to do a little library tasting, meaning we're going to open up some fun bottles and try some older wines. You know, this is our estate vineyard. I try to showcase that, and this is a natural product. So, jokingly say it's 90% Mother Nature, 10% me not trying to screw it up.
In your opinion, why is it so special here?
I think over the past few years, people have stopped comparing, which is huge. We are a drastically different climate. We have different grapes. On top of that, because there was the kind of new kid on the block, and that we just started growing and making whatever we wanted, and that tasted good, it did come with this attitude of, I don't know, that tastes good, so we're gonna do it. Started turning out some of the best wines in the world coming out of here. That didn't necessarily go to their head because it was still just, this is fun. You start getting the recognition and you start getting these things, and hopefully that mentality stays there. Also by doing this, it's much more approachable. We can give education, we can meet lovely people and just enjoy together versus being like, well, we're the best. I take wine making seriously. I don't necessarily take wine seriously.
Now let's dispel some common wine myths and answer some burning questions.
You call it Paso Robles, not Robles.
Instead of the full name actually being El Paso de Robles, people just call it Paso or Paso Robles. When I moved up here from Southern California, it was the same thing. I'm like, everyone's saying this wrong.
Robles, the wine tastes the same.
We started thinking everyone's got to have a romance of the cork. Actually, it's not, and I'll tell you why. They didn't have the technology. See that little liner? That little liner on that, it breathes like a cork.
Depending what type you use, it actually ages the same rate as a cork.
So like a screw cap, just like box wine had a negative connotation.
Yeah.
There can be good box wine.
Can be, absolutely.
Wow.
And there is. It's a growing movement in the premium wine sector.
This is 4 bottles of wine?
Yeah, so if you can drink it within 6
Oh,
weeks, you're
really?
good. When you release wine out of the bag, it's displacing the oxygen, so it's keeping it sealed. It actually allows it to keep the wine fresher longer.
Is there a certain way to hold the wine glass?
So that is actually a good question. The reason why most have stems is so your hand is not on the glass. Because if you start doing this, and if let's say even with white wine or red wine, it's start going to get hot. So that's why wine glasses have the stems, so you're not actually heating the wine itself.
Why do we swirl the wine?
So you are incorporating a little bit more air this way, kind of doing it and letting it open up. But in doing so, it also releases a lot of the aromatics. The shapes of the glass can make a difference too. Wine is not meant to be snobby. It is meant to be enjoyed with food and friends.
And at the heart of it all, everyone answered this next question the same, without hesitation.
Paso Robles, what makes it special?
It's the community. It's always had this aspect of if we're going to grow together, and a tank goes out, your neighbor's going to have an extra tank that they'll lend to you just so you can get through harvest.
So Paso, I think it's made special by the people. There's just a genuine want to connect with people when they come in.
Like coming from Los Angeles originally, like I had culture shock, the best kind of culture shock. It's literally community over competition.
So I don't remember who said this quote, but it's people will forget what you said and what you did, but they'll remember how you made them feel. And I think that is such a beautiful metaphor for Paso Robles.
Community over competition. They say Paso Robles is about the people, and it's true. The people are kind. It is good quality wine, minus the snobbiness that comes with wine, which I hate.
Something we weren't expecting coming in. We're like, oh, I think it'll be great. We were excited to see it, but we were completely blown away.
So get your butt to Paso.
Make sure to tune in next time as we head straight to the coast to Moonstone Beach in the charming town of Cambria, just nearby. Thank you so much for watching, and to the amazing community of Paso Robles. If you've made it this far, comment down the wine glass emoji just so I know. And it would mean the world to me if you subscribed. I'll see you next time. Cheers!